Students, we are studying lesson number 3, life processes in living organisms, part 2. So in that, before this we have studied asexual type of reproduction, and in that first point in that we have studied in asexual reproduction binary fission. So asexual reproduction in a unicellular organisms, in that binary fission we have studied, and that binary fission in amoeba, paramecium and euglena we have studied. Now we are going to study about multiple fission and budding in the unicellular organisms. Multiple fission and budding in the unicellular organisms. So multiple fission occurs in amoeba and similar protist. Multiple fission occurs in the amoeba and similar protists. So again, when unfavorable conditions are reaching, when adverse conditions are reaching, or when they are not getting food, at that time whatever pseudopodia are present around that particular amoeba, pseudopodias are there for locomotion, for the movement. So that pseudopodia formation stops, and because of that, movement of that particular amoeba also stops. So locomotion or movement of amoeba also stops because pseudopodia formation stops. So what happens, that amoeba becomes a rounded shape and forms protective cover around it. So it forms protective cover around the plasma membrane or cell membrane, and such a rounded amoeba or such a rounded protist, it is called as a cyst, cyst, cyst. And many nuclei are produced due to the nuclear division. So in the encysted amoeba or in the amoeba cyst which is having hard protective cover, inside it division of nucleus takes place, and due to the division of nucleus many nuclei are produced inside the cyst due to nuclear division. Another thing is that after nuclear division, cytoplasmic division takes place. That means division of cytoplasm occurs. Division of cytoplasm occurs. And when favorable conditions are reaching, when favorable conditions will reach, at that time, that amoeba breaks up, and whatever daughter amoeba are produced inside the cyst, that daughter amoeba, these are released outside. So like this way multiple fission occurs into the amoeba. So see, asexual reproduction by multiple fission occurs, or it is formed by amoeba and performed by amoeba and other protists. During adverse unfavorable conditions, amoeba stops formation of pseudopodia, and due to that, movement of the amoeba also stops. It will become settle. Third one, amoeba becomes rounded shape and forms protective cover around it called as a cyst. It is called as a cyst. Then many nuclei are formed by the nuclear fission in the yeast. So nuclear fission occurs, and due to that many nuclei are produced in the yeast, in the cyst. And fifth one is the division of cytoplasm takes place. So whatever cytoplasm is present in the amoeba, that division takes place, and many amoeba these are formed. Many new amoeba cells are produced. Sixth one is the cyst breaks. When favorable conditions will reach, at that time cyst breaks and many amoeba these are released. So like this way, here diagram is shown. This one is the parent amoeba, nucleus is there. Now whatever parent amoeba it is having, like that structure, pseudopodias are there, like that pseudopodias are there. So these pseudopodias are lost, or formation of pseudopodia stops, and it becomes rounded shape, and it forms protective layer or protective cover around it, and it is called as a cyst. And such amoeba is called as an encysted amoeba, ENCYSTED. Then here many nuclei are produced inside that particular amoeba or inside the cyst, nuclear fission occurs and cytoplasmic division also occurs. Nuclear division and cytoplasmic division occurs, and because of that many new amoebas are produced. And when favorable conditions are reaching at that time, daughter amoeba these are released, cyst breaks and then daughter amoeba these are released. Okay, so next type of the asexual reproduction we are going to study, and that one is their budding. Budding in the unicellular organisms. So budding takes place in case of the yeast. Budding occurs in the organism or in the yeast cell. So one activity is given, very simple activity is there. In that what you have to do, you have to take 50 ml of the lukewarm water. In a conical flask you have to take that particular 50 ml lukewarm water, and plus you have to add 5 gram of sugar into it, plus again you have to add 5 grams of yeast you have to add, plus 10 grams of the sugar you have to add, and you have to mix that mixture, mix that particular mixture, and after mixing you have to keep it for some duration as it is undisturbed, and after that you have to place that particular conical flask in a warm place, and after some time you have to take one drop on the glass slide and you have to observe under the microscope. So if you will do this activity, see what is the activity: 50 ml lukewarm water, 5 gram of the yeast powder, plus 10 gram of the sugar, and you have to mix, keep that particular conical flask into the warm place, and after some 1-2 hours you have to take one drop of that particular mixture on the glass slide and you have to observe under the microscope. You will see many yeast cells, they are producing new birds, or they are producing daughter cells. So points are there in that: asexual reproduction, asexually reproducing by reproducing by budding, reproduction by budding. Asexual reproduction by budding occurs, or it is performed by unicellular fungus, and that unicellular fungus is the yeast. So asexual reproduction by budding is performed by unicellular fungus. So budding takes place in the unicellular fungus, and that fungus is the yeast. Second point is there, yeast cell produces 2 daughter nuclei by mitosis. Yeast cell produces 2 daughter nuclei by mitosis. Mitotic type of cell division we have seen. Third one is there, small bulge appears on the surface of that particular parent cell. On the surface of parent cell, small outgrowth takes place, and that small outgrowth is called as a bud. Okay, small bulge appears on the surface of parent cell and it is called as a bud, small outgrowth. And fourth one is there, one daughter nuclei enters, or one daughter nucleus enters into the bud. And fifth one is there, after sufficient growth, after sufficient development, bud separates and it will develop as a new daughter cell. It will develop as a new daughter cell or new daughter yeast cell. So what takes place here? Yeast cell is reproducing, or reproduction by budding in the yeast cell occurs, and with the help of budding, reproduction in the yeast cell occurs by the method, that one is their budding. Second thing is their yeast cell produces 2 daughter nuclei. Yeast cell produces 2 daughter nuclei by mitosis. And small bulge or outgrowth takes place on the surface of that particular parent cell, yeast cell, and that small outgrowth you are saying bud. So one of the 2 nuclei are formed, and one nucleus enters into bird, and when sufficient growth takes place of that particular bird will get detached, bird will get separated from the parent cell, and it will develop as a new yeast cell or daughter cell. So here it is given in diagram. Parent cell is there, small bulge is formed, outgrowth is formed, then that outgrowth is called as a bird. Nucleus, one nucleus will enter into the bird, one is in the parent cell. Then here that nucleus, sorry, that particular daughter cell will get detached, or it will get separated from the parent cell. So daughter yeast cells are produced. So this is the asexual type of reproduction into the unicellular organisms. So after this we are going to study next point, asexual reproduction into the multicellular organisms, and in that we are going to study many points. So next point is there, asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms. Asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms. So in unicellular organisms we have studied three ways of asexual reproduction. First one is their binary fission, second one is their multiple fission, and third one is their budding. Now in case of the asexual reproduction in the multiple or multicellular organisms, in that you are knowing the difference unicellular and multicellular organisms. So multicellular organism, they are having many cells, more than two cells. So first one is the first type of the reproduction is the fragmentation. First type of the reproduction is the fragmentation. So in case of the fragmentation, what takes place? So some examples will take about the fragmentation. And this fragmentation, in that fragmentation, body of that particular organism breaks into many pieces. Body of the organism breaks into many pieces, and that each piece or each fragment of the body, it will develop as a new organism. It will develop as a new organism. And in this, some examples are there. Two examples are there. Which are these two examples? First one is there, algae. In that algae, Spirogyra is there. And second example is there, sponges. And in that sponges, Cycon is there. So when favorable conditions are reaching, or when they are getting plenty of nutrients and sufficient amount of water is available for, suppose, for the Spirogyra, so that Spirogyra grows very fast, and after completing growth it breaks into many fragments, many pieces, and each piece or each fragment of that particular Spirogyra develops as a new organism. It develops as a new Spirogyra. And same thing occurs in case of the sponges also. So in case of the sponges, what occurs, what takes place? Sponges also, it also breaks its body in the favorable condition, and from that fragment, each fragment, new sponges get developed. So here fragmentation occurs in the multicellular organisms. It is a sexual type of reproduction in which body of parent organism breaks into many fragments, and each fragment starts to live as a new organism independently. So new organism is produced, new organism is developed independently. And next one is the such type of reproduction occurs in algae, you are saying Spirogyra, and sponges, you are saying Cycon. So during the favorable conditions, Spirogyra grows faster and breaks into many pieces, many fragments. And next one is that each fragment grows as a separate Spirogyra fiber. And Cycon also breaks into many fragments, and each fragment develops as a new Cycon. So here a diagram is shown. This one is their Spirogyra, this one is their Spirogyra. And when it will breaks into different two pieces, then each piece will develop as this fragment will develop as a new organism. It is called as a fragmentation. Next type of the reproduction is there in the multicellular organism, that one is their regeneration. So many times you are looking at that particular wall lizard. In the emergency case or in the emergency condition, wall lizard breaks its tail. So, and when after certain period of time, that tail of that wall lizard again becomes as it is, it get developed. So this is one of the example of the regeneration. So wall lizard in the emergency, its in the wall lizard in the emergency, its tail breaks and discarded part regenerate after a period. Whatever removed part is there, that removed part again redevelops after certain period. Second one is there, in certain situation, planaria also breaks its body. In the certain emergency case or accidental situation, planaria also breaks its body. And third one is that each part of the body regenerates the remaining part of the body. Now each part of the body regenerates the remaining part of the body. Here we'll see one planaria is there, parent organism is there, breaking takes place, three pieces are there, 1 2 3. This upper side piece will get developed as a new organism, this lower side piece will get developed as a new organism. So from each piece of the body new organism is developed, and it is called as a regeneration. Then new planaria get developed from the each part new planarium organism get developed, and such type of reproduction occurring in the planaria, it is called as a regeneration. So here diagram is shown, parent planaria is there, then a breaking takes place and each piece develop as a new organism. So this is a type of sexual reproduction, and it occurs into the multicellular organisms, wall lizard as well as planaria. So after this, another thing is there, we are going to study budding in hydra. Budding in hydra we are going to study. Now fragmentation and regeneration we have studied. Now next point is there budding and vegetative propagation. Budding and vegetative propagation. Some organisms like hydra, in that budding occurs. In that, see, in hydra, under the favorable condition, an outgrowth is formed on the body wall due to the repeated division of the regenerative cells. So this one is the hydra. On its body, outgrowth is formed due to the division of the regenerative cells, and here regenerative cells are there and their division takes place, and because of that outgrowth is formed and it is called as a bud. So this outgrowth is called as a bud, and this bud grows progressively and forms new hydra, and and a dermal layer, see this dermal layer and a digestive cavity. So two things are common here, dermal layer, dermal means skin layer, and a digestive cavity in the budding hydra is in or are in continuity with parent hydra. So dermal layer, skin layer, and a digestive cavity, these are in continuity with parent hydra. So first thing is the hydra is there, outgrowth takes place, that one is called as a bud due to the repeated division of the regenerative cells. Next one is there, this outgrowth, it develops very fast and forms small hydra. But here dermal layer, skin layer, and a digestive cavity, these are in continuity with parent hydra. And budding hydra separates and it lives as a new organism. After proper development, it will get separated and it will develop as a new organism. Separately it will develop as a new organism or new hydra. It will grow as a new hydra. So this is the reproduction in case of the hydra. Next type of the sexual reproduction in the multicellular organism is that one is the vegetative propagation. So what is meant by vegetative propagation? Reproduction occurs in the living organisms or reproduction occurring into the plants. And in that reproduction, that new organisms are produced or new plantlets are produced. Okay, new plants are produced from their some vegetative body parts. Some body parts, maybe root, stem, leaves, bud. From these new organisms or new plantlets are developed, and it is called as a vegetative propagation. So vegetative propagation, it is a sexual type of reproduction in the plants, and in which new plants are developed from the root, stem, leaves, and buds. It is called as a vegetative propagation. So reproduction in plants occurs by some vegetative parts like root, stem, and leaves, bud. And the examples are given in potato. Vegetative propagation takes place from the eyes present on the tuber. On, if you will see the potato, on that particular tuber, small eyes are formed, small buds or outgrowths are coming, and these are the eyes present on the tuber. Bryophyllum, bryophyllum. So you are in Marathi, you are saying panputi. So bryophyllum in that, here bryophyllum is there. And how it is reproduced, or how that new organisms are produced, new plants are developed. Birds present on the leaf margin. On the margin of the leaf, birds are present, and from that birds, new plant get developed. Next one is the sugar cane and grass. In case of the sugar cane and grass, we are knowing that sugar cane, it is having such nodes, antinodes. So these are the nodes, and this one is the antinode. So from here, one outgrowth, bulge is there, eyes is there. So from here, new plant get developed. So sugarcane birds present on the nodes. And carrot and radish. In case of the carrot and radish, development of that particular plant takes place from the root. So these 4 points you have to remember. It will be asked for the match the pair or for objective type of question. So potato, eyes present on the tuber. Bryophyllum, birds present on the leaf margin. Sugarcane and grass, birds present on the nodes. And carrot and radish with the help of roots. And here diagrams are given. Sweet potato, development of that particular sweet potato takes place. Then bryophyllum, then here potato is there, and here next one is there sugar cane and grass. Now, so fifth point is there spore formation. Asexual type of reproduction in the multicellular organism. In that fifth point is there spore formation. So you are knowing, if you will take piece of the bread or piece of the chapati, and if you will keep it into the moist place, and when it will get sufficient warm, then that fungus is developed on that particular bread or that piece of the chapati. So spore formation takes place. In that, reproduction by spore formation occurs into the fungi like mucor. In the fungus like mucor, it takes place. Spore formation takes place. Mucor has filamentous body or like that fragments, and spores are produced into the sporangium. That upper side sporangium are there, or sporangium sacs are there. In that sacs, spores are produced, and spores are formed into the sporangium bursts and spores are released. So in the favorable condition, the sporangium bursts and spores are released into the atmosphere, and these spores, they will germinate in the moist and warm place, and new fungal colony is developed there. So whatever spores are released into the atmosphere, these spores will get germinated in the moist and warm place, and they will form new fungal colony. And here diagram is shown. Rhizoids are the root-like structures are the rhizoids. Then a fungal hyphae, or these branches, it is called as a fungal hyphae. And this upper side sac-like structure is there, it is called as a sporangium. So asexual reproduction occurs into by the spore formation. In that, it occurs into fungi like mucor. So we have studied 5 points in the asexual type of the reproduction in multiple or multicellular organisms. In that, first one we have studied fragmentation. Fragmentation occurs into the spirogyra and cycon. Second one is the regeneration. Regeneration occurs into the planaria. Third one we have studied budding. Budding occurs into the hydra. Fourth one we have studied vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation occurs into the grass, into the sugarcane, into the potato, bryophyllum, from the body parts, root, stem, leaves. Such body from these body parts, new plantlet is developed. It is called as vegetative propagation. And the last one is there spore formation. It occurs into the fungi like mucor. So next part we will study in next video.